Everybody, my name is War Mimic. I'm just a man. Welcome back. Now I'm gonna get some lights going on here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's see what everybody has to say.
Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it? Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
A whirlwind visit from Avernus is no mean feat. It's a wonder how Withers managed to bring us here.
He's quite powerful for a fellow content to loiter in our camp the whole time, isn't he? I wonder if he'll ever reveal what he's been up to exactly. But no matter. If Withers' wily ways are what it takes to have you here with us, then I'm all for it.
Oh, shut up.
Come here, will you? It's been forever.
Our dear friends. She's been through so much, but we got through it all.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it?
Take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
What you been doing?
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Gods, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Your parents will be proud of you.
I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited.
So what else have you been
Well,
doing?
I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans.
Nocturne?
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shah entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready.
What's next?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? Don't be a stranger.
Oh, baby song.
He snaps the air and wiggles. He's either miming fighting a many-limbed creature or dancing. It's unclear. He is, however, exhausted. He's had plenty of adventures without you.
So cute. About Shadowheart. Follow you? Or you follow them?
The joy in the owlbear's eyes is clear. He longs for a home and would love to stay with Shadowheart.
Oh, so cute. What does Shadowheart have to say about... Oh, she left. Alright. Oh, there she is.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your
I've
way
missed
over.
wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. But a girl can't have fun with apples alone.
I, volunteered you for something.
Is that so? And what liberties did you decide to take, exactly?
Alberto.
The owlbear? Of course I'll have him. If he wants to come with me, that is. I'd have offered sooner, but everything was a blur after the battle. I thought he'd gone to roam free. Are you sure he'd want to join? I'm not exactly settled anywhere right now. It could be dangerous at times.
I'm sure you'll be able to look out for each other.
All right, then. It's settled. Oh, the things we'll get up to.
Right? Oh my god, so cute.
Always.
One more hug. Oh.
Never gets old.
Ah.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, we got Alberto. See what Scratch says. Oh my
There's
god.
something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
Oh my god, what is it?
A familiar
Crazy
invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Where the hell did you find this?
He whines. Let's talk. More throw.
Oh my god. So glad I remembered to invite my favorite companion.
Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
Oh, Mary Scratcher songs. Oh my god, I'm a fucking tentacle monster now. This is horrible. I've become a monster and sacrificed to save everyone.
now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Your higher form has brought with it some higher manners, then.
Missed you too, Jihiro.
How nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh?
It's a kip, but it's our kip. I wouldn't change a thing.
Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
In the wild Avernus, Karlak and I are each other's
Karlak
homes.
is lucky to have you. And know that you are not forgotten. If your friends don't drag you from the hells, it will only be because you freed yourself first. But there will be more to discuss on that matter. First, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
We're gonna save Karlak for last.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
I see you didn't get smitten
She
by
did not.
Mistra.
I'm delighted to report. She sought me out. Not long after, we went our separate ways, and assured me neither she nor the orb should pose me any threat in the future.
Oh, cool.
Of course, it's still in there. A constant reminder of my former hubris. And a surprisingly effective means of keeping my more disobedient students in line. Perhaps a tad too effective. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Born a mind flayer, perhaps.
Smiling may no longer come easy to you, but I've seen how your tentacles twitch at my jokes. Even the ones I'm not entirely certain I was trying to make. Still, I hoped my students might be a little more open to the playful side of such magic. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
Cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you.
Sure, they'd have many questions about the nature of
Never
those
fear.
powers.
My students are as open-minded and generous a bunch as you'll find north of the Chionthar. And I'll remind them of their manners. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Oh, my Lord. What?
The Hell's Walker returns. For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Liza, I know you love me. It's good to see you.
Nice to hear it. It has taken all of Orpheus's efforts to conjure my projection, and all of mine to convince him to let me come. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
Where are you that you couldn't be here?
Shractalor.
Business, not pleasure?
Let's say both. I can't imagine a greater pleasure than Vlaakith's unmaking. Shractalor is the capital of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine until the madness of civil war ripped out one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Best choice for the job. Your tongue is as learned as your
My
blade.
blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck.
Say that again.
Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free.
So am I.
But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Lizzo. We'll see you again.
Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's Vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, he's cool.
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And look at you. Straight from the hells, still reeking of brimstone. I take it you've been having fun.
It's been tough, but at least I'm there with Carla.
Yes, the right person can make just about anything bearable.
Word.
And it seems like you found exactly the right person.
So what about you? That's my favorite bloodsucker.
I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero.
Oh.
It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Nice. I could have told you that, bro.
Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time. It has made for a nice change, though. Inspiring hope in people, instead of terror. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all.
What's next? Did you keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine.
Of all the characters in this game,
Is who I am.
Starion is who
For
I
better,
relate to the
and
most.
for worse.
Glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good
That
on
being
you.
said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Wait.
You made it! Now the revelry can truly begin.
What's he doing?
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
Just as nature intended?
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while, yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Future's ours to write. Who knows what we might yet show together.
You are right, of course. I am accustomed to dwelling on the past, even when it brought me nothing but unhappiness. You changed that, and gave me the most precious of memories. Now the task is to make yet more of them, so that each reunion shall be all the sweeter. And who's to say we need to make such gatherings a rare occasion? My hearth is yours to warm yourself beside always. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize the balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
Glad you're
As
happy.
am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
You guys notice how Astarion is tripping back there? He keeps teleporting and stuff. How random. Alright, let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Recount fighting alongside Karlach against the devils and
Karlach is
demons.
truly lucky to have you in her life. Even the hells themselves cannot dim the love you share. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
No, we're good. Alright.
Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
Thank you.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Always, sweetheart. It's such a rich perfume.
Alright, Mr. Will.
I must look a mess. I just rolled out from under a pesky ogre when Withers yanked me in. Oh, I didn't mean... Well, I didn't mean that. I just gutted the ogre, not... How about I change the subject before I dig this hole any deeper? You look positively perfect. Not a tentacle out of place. But damn it all, you were too bold a soul to be slinking in shadows, tentacles or not.
Made my choice for the good of Faerun and beyond. I don't regret it.
Your sacrifice hasn't gone forgotten. It's afforded me a life of my own making, slaying the beasts of the coast. The hunt is both duty and thrill. The trolls I've torn open, the ghouls I've cleaved, the stories I've been itching to tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
Sounds like you're faring well without your infernal powers.
Losing the eldritch blasts and the hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void where once there was hellfire. So, I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. Now, the Blade of Frontiers is a ranger. A true hunter of monsters. A warden in more than just name. That ranger's left a mountain of corpses in his wake, and collected a tale or two. You'd indulge him one, yes?
Yeah, let's do it. Battle told by the Blade of Frontiers. I'm eager to hear. Let's go.
Just the one, or I'll be yammering all night.
Let's go.
You want to hear about the Stegosaurus that bullied Candle Keep, the impossible lich, or the young dragon who crawled out of Deeping Cave?
Impossible Lich, come on, man.
It did, though the adventure had peaceful beginnings, as so many often do. I'd made camp south of Daggerford. The night was calm, lit by the green lanterns of a caravan. I was about to dig into a hearty stew when it began. A deluge of bone. It was as if 1,000 skeletons were walking the skies and had split into pieces. Skulls, knuckles, ribs rained down on me. I turned my skin to bark and made for the light. The bones clumped and clattered into unspeakable aberrations. I cast and carved until I reached the light. I found no caravan, but a sickly green lich. Each fallen bone was a shard of its essence, an impossibility. But what does a world of netherbrains and magic crowns care about the impossible? I raged through the night. By morning, the fields were buried in shards of bone, the liches included.
Miss traveling with you. You were a pleasure to
I've
be
missed you
around.
too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side. Go on, the night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it.
Thanks,
Or
Will.
waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Let's go. Jesus Christ, that's a shitload of wine.
Magnificent.
That's too much.
Beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
God, I forgot my mind flayer. Well, I guess we'll save Withers for last. Who's up here? Oh my god, it's Minx.
You see, Boo? Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
Good to see you too, Minx.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
What for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jaheira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Sounds like Withers got you out just in time.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn, Boo would not be late to the bloodshed. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
Been in the house with Carla, fighting off devils and looking for a cure for her heart.
Oh, Boo, do you know what it would mean? To find a cure for Karlak's heart? Exactly! Her heart would be cured! Oh, when this day comes, you must come and bunk with Minsk and Boo. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
I made him a jellyfish ranger. I watched Morgana play it. I didn't really understand what it was until I played it myself. I like the jellyfish though, because lightning and thunder, bro, plasma, that's obviously my favorite element is plasma, so whether it's fire or lightning, baby, let's go.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought us back! Commander Zula won't know where the fuck we went! Ha! Oh, man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Look at them, the beauts. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night. And you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time in 6 months?
Word.
Then again, maybe we won't sleep at all.
Well, I think we I like the sound of
Me
that.
too, my love. See you soon.
Oh. Kisses?
Come here, you goon.
Oh my god. Fucking tentacle monster now. This is horrible. Oh well, whatever. Couldn't very well let Orpheus do it. Duty's mine.
Oh, hey. Before you go, I've been thinking about those blueprints we found. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I'm sure she knows I'll want in. She'll do anything to stop me from fixing this thing. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. An old acquaintance called Flo. Not sure she'll help us, but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We might get to come home. Permanently. Maybe even sooner than we think.
Bro, that's so cool. Okay. Do I get to keep playing? I thought I beat the game already, dude. What is going on? Do we have to move forward? Is there more story? What? I thought it was the end of the game already, bro. Don't sit. Don't sit. Come here,
This
Withers.
one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next, sir?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Word. Oh, Lord. Is he right on that? To the hope of more adventures to come. All I want is a future.
To you.
Oh, my Lord. We're done. We're done! Ceramorphosis. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, cool. That was pretty incredible. This game took a while for me to beat, dude. Over 200 hours, bro. This playthrough is crazy, man. This is my first playthrough, and I saw it to the end, you know? So it's kind of nice. It's took about 250 hours, so pretty happy about completion of this story with Warov, the wood elf monk turned. Who would have thought illithid? Wow. Service to the people, driven by duty and purpose. The balance was restored, and the love of Warov's life shared and continued across the first of the 9 hells of Vernus. Amazing. Oh my god. Alright, this is the thanks section. All the thanks.
There
What?
thou art, the dead 3. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
What the hell is happening? I thought we were done. Let's see. How many hours? Oh, 225. So sorry. 225 hours, not 250. Okay. Well then. We've got mods. Let's see, mods. Faith and fortitude, baby. Let's go. Don't even get me started. Ooh, might and metal. Let's go. Very cool. Well, that's it for the story of Warov, Wood Elf Monk, Outlander. He prevailed over the Nether Brain, and all is well for now. On a journey with his love, Karlach, to heal her machine heart, the infernal machine placed inside of her by Zariel, the devil, one of the devils. And yeah, that's it. That concludes our journey for Warov. Until next time. However, right now, I think we might get into a different game and see what's going on. So, my name is War Mimic. I'm just a man